Hey everybody, Dan Kalis with Flipping Awesome and Funding for Flipping. We've got our friend Claude Diamond here in the house, the real estate mentor, creative real estate aficionado, and virtuoso.
Coffee drinker.
Yes, I just finished my bulletproof coffee, and I let Joe have some, and he said it tasted like buttered toast, and I think that's a good thing, actually.
Yeah.
Anyway, so we love good coffee around here. We're talking about different things for real estate investors mostly, but this could be applied to just about anybody. But, you know, a lot of conversation, the selling process, talking to homeowners, talking to sellers, FSBOs, whatever it is. And let's see, there's a million things I want to ask you, but let's go to this idea of it's okay to say no, giving kind of that pressure relief. Something that maybe, do a lot of salespeople do that? Do they just kind of, you know, shove stuff down people's throat? Why would a salesperson tell a prospect that they can tell them no?
That's a great question. I think.
How does that look in a real estate capacity?
Well, to answer your earlier question, I think the gut sales method is the only system that teaches the salesperson to tell the prospect to say no. I've never met a salesperson who's ever told me in any selling situation, Claude, you know, I'm here to help you. Here to find a solution to your problem, for your need, the right car, the right house, the right financing. And if we can't help you, we're here for you, Claude. We want you to say no. It's okay. You don't have to say you'll think about it and worry about my feelings. You know, now think about the psychological effect. In other videos, you and I have talked about the bonding and the rapport and things like that. But what's the main, in the power of persuasion, the thing that works the best is trust.
Right.
Okay, how do we get trust from somebody? Well, you have a salesman who tells you, Dan, I want you to say no. We're here for you. We're here to help you solve your problem. It's okay to say no. You won't hurt my feelings. You don't have to, you know. And my gosh, I think talk about getting on the road to trust and likability. This is what persuasion is all about. Persuasion is the art and science of selling, of understanding the psychology, the behavior of why people buy. People will buy from somebody they trust. Maybe your price is higher. Maybe you don't have the experience or customer service the other companies have. But if they trust you, you've got a fighting chance. So we say no to people because it has the underlying psychological effect of saying to someone, I am not desperate. I am not going to just say whatever I need to say to win over your business. I am here for you. And
so specifically, if you were on the phone with a homeowner and you were looking to possibly buy their property by cash or terms, what would that sort of sentence sound like in that capacity?
You know, and you can use, and I have people use this in all businesses, but in real estate, I'd say, are you a seller or a buyer? I'm sorry.
I'm a seller. I'm somebody who might be, yeah.
Mr. Kalis, you mind? I got your name and phone number here about your property for sale. I believe it's still available.
Oh, yeah.
You mind if I ask? My name's Claude Diamond. I'm a private investor. I look for properties. Maybe we can do business today. You mind if I ask you a few questions, and then you can ask me some, and if we can do business, great. And if not, please feel, can you be comfortable enough to say no to me?
Well, yeah, of course.
Yeah. Now, off the role play. You're off balance. You have never heard anyone say that to you. You are complete. I call it guts for a reason. Not only because it stands for Great Unorthodox Techniques of Sales and Success, but it throws people off balance. We all have this little tape recorder. We all know the 10 most popular questions and how we answer it. I might be the 10th real estate investor to call this person, but I know I'm the only one who told them to say no. Now I have their attention, and I may have some likability and trust. And when you have that in sales, it's much easier to go to the bank.
Absolutely, and you know, one thing I will add to this before we cut out here is there's a great negotiation trainer called Jim Camp. I don't know if you know who he is.
Yeah, I've heard of him.
He's awesome. Yeah, I think
Didn't he write a book, How to Getting to Yes or something like that, or?
I think that's a different guy, but this guy trains like I don't know if he was in the FBI or he trains a lot of FBI and like terrorist negotiations, but he's also huge in the business world, and he calls what you're talking about. It's the same thing. You give the prospect the right to veto. And I think that's another way of saying it, is that it's a pressure relief valve. And I got to tell you, ever since, you know, starting to work with you in a coaching role, you know, I've applied that in so many conversations, and it really does work. It really does disarm people. So can't encourage people enough to at least try it, tweak it. You'll just be surprised at the reactions that you get. So that's what we're talking about, why it's okay, why it's actually important to tell them that they can say no, giving them right to veto. Anything else on that before we cut out?
It's a great technique, and after a while you just do it automatically. It's part of the 3 steps of guts. It's in the agenda step, telling them, listen, don't worry about my feelings, worry about your own. We're here to help you solve the problem. Say no to me if you're uncomfortable with myself, my product, my service, and boom, watch what happens. The sales is a very dangerous sport, and you have to reinvent yourself, reinvent the techniques you use that comply with 2015. It's not 1950 anymore.
We'll do that on another talk. We'll go through some examples of marketing like it's 2015 or 2018, whenever you're seeing this, not 2004. So that for now, Dan Kalis, Flipping Awesome, and funding for flipping.com, and Claude Diamond is at claudediamond.com, and you can reach out to him, and he'll be happy to, kind of give you some pointers and lots of ways to work with him if you're interested in that. I can't encourage that enough. He's a great coach.
Thank you.
Mentor.